Hey there, fellow book lovers. Today, we're going to dive into a timeless story from the Book of Psalms, specifically chapter 27, verses 1 to 14. This stirring adventure is filled with heart-pounding action and a timeless story that will captivate your imagination. It's a tale that has stood the test of time, and its message is as relevant today as it was centuries ago. So, let's delve into the Book of Psalms and explore the captivating world of chapter 27, verses 1 to 14. I'm sure you'll find it as thrilling and inspiring as I did. God's protection and guidance even amidst adversity. It highlights the Lord as his light and salvation, the source of his strength and courage, and his desire to dwell in God's presence. The psalm encourages trust in God and perseverance in faith, offering comfort and hope for believers facing challenges. Psalm 27 1 to 14 in the King James Version expresses the psalmist's unwavering faith in God as his light, salvation, and strength even in the face of adversity. The psalmist desires to dwell in God's presence, to behold his beauty, and to inquire in his temple. He finds solace in God's protection during times of trouble and expresses gratitude for God's guidance and faithfulness, even when facing betrayal and adversity. Here's a more detailed breakdown, verses 1 to 6. The psalmist declares his confidence in God as his light and salvation, implying that he will not fear, and as his strength, implying that he will not be afraid. He acknowledges that even when enemies come against him to destroy him, they will stumble and fall, reinforcing his faith in God's protection. He expresses his desire to dwell in God's house, to behold his beauty, and to inquire in his temple, highlighting his commitment to worship and seeking God's will. He anticipates that God will hide him in his pavilion during times of trouble and lift him high upon a rock, symbolizing his safety and security. He anticipates offering sacrifices of joy in God's tabernacle and singing praises, expressing his joy and gratitude for God's deliverance. Verses 7 to 14, the psalmist pleads with God to hear his cry and to have mercy on him, acknowledging his human vulnerability and need for God's grace. He reiterates his desire to seek God's face and not to hide his face from him, emphasizing his commitment to pursuing a relationship with God. He expresses his trust in God's guidance and asks to be led in a smooth path, recognizing his need for protection from enemies. He expresses his hope in seeing God's goodness in the land of the living, even when faced with betrayal and adversity. He concludes by encouraging others to wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and trust in God's strength, highlighting the importance of faith and perseverance. Thank you for joining me on this literary journey. If you enjoyed this exploration of the Book of Psalms, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting bookish adventures. Until next time, happy reading.